And I'm so excited to have the CEO of AFC Toronto City joining us now here on OneSoccer Today, Helena Ruken. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited. It's been an amazing week. Thank you.
Well, you have a huge grin on your face. A lot of people are smiling because of that announcement on Wednesday. And maybe take us back a little bit. Just tell us how this came about and where your interest came from to be a part of Project 8.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. We brought this group together from the out of the soccer community in Toronto. We are women led, and each of us has an extensive experience in soccer and in business. We are rooted in the community, and that's our founding principle. So this market has an incredible depth of talent on the women's side, and we are so excited to be here and provide these opportunities for the young women and girls and contribute to the community's growth.
Well, as you just mentioned there, you do have an extensive experience when it comes to soccer, not just in general, but in particular in the Toronto market. You do have that as well with the North Toronto Soccer Club. And a lot of that truly is heavily based when it comes to the men's game. Was the women's game what intrigued you most here? What motivated you to be a part of this new venture?
Yes, definitely. The women's game. I have four children, and my daughters are really passionate about soccer. Three daughters, and that's really their passion for sports that's what led me to be involved as a volunteer and a leader in the soccer community. And I've seen firsthand how important and beneficial the sports is to their overall well-being, to build their confidence, to teach them to dream big, and work together with a group on a team to achieve something better with people who are committed and have the potential to achieve great things. And I want to bring that opportunity and to dream big to more young women and girls.
Bigger the dream, the better. We love it. You're also the president of the North Toronto Soccer Club, very successful grassroots teams, League One Ontario teams for both the men and women, the Nitros. Will this operate separately from those clubs?
Yes, absolutely. This is there's a separate entity. Toronto City is a separate entity, and while we all share our common roots, that's how we got to know each other from the North Toronto soccer community. But this is a separate organization and currently doesn't have any affiliations. We know how important the grassroots development is, and for Toronto City, the professional women's team, it's so important to have good relationships with the soccer infrastructure in the GTA, and for player development and pathways and recruitment and retention.
Well, we love talking about development and pathways. And again, because of the League One Ontario in particular, the men's side on your end with North Toronto Soccer Club and the Nitros, you've seen the benefit that the Canadian Premier League has had on the men's game and how they can see this pathway now and they can see themselves going to the next level and the next level and the next level. Is that also what motivated you when it comes to your, League One Ontario women's side to create this women's league where they too can have this pathway?
Oh, absolutely. I know that like Ontario has a great and complete player pathway for the boys and men, and we all see what an excellent job League One and CPL have done with providing male players with more opportunities if they want to do more and play professionally. So I think on the women's side, there's still an untapped pool of talent right here in Toronto in the GTA. And what we're doing here is we want to open more opportunities and allowing them to play at the top level right here at home with other top talent from other parts of the world.
And we also see as well with that pipeline, Sigma and Forge, and we've also seen the Foothills and and cavalry. Do you see that here with the Nitros? Do you see a pipeline between the League One Ontario, the Nitros, and this team, AFC Toronto City?
That's something that still needs to be determined. We're still at the very early stages of setting this up. There's lots of work to do, and yeah, we'll be looking at that over the next 2 years as we're building this team.
And there's going to be a ton of work, and as you know, venues. I mean, that's a topic of conversation that still exists in every single league. It doesn't matter what level
Yeah.
you're at, whether you're brand new, whether you're in the middle, or whether you're completely established. We always talk about venues and where the location of those venues will be. Do you know yet if you will play in an existing venue, or is the ideal to build a new facility?
We at the moment we don't have a stadium confirmed, but it's in the works. We really want to make sure that we get this right, and we have the right infrastructure for game day, as well as the proper training facilities before we announce that. But we're working with a number of partners, and so to have everything we need in place for when the league is launching in 2025.
What would be the ideal facility? Like 5,000 capacity? Like what is it that you envision when it comes to having this perfect venue for the players?
Yeah, absolutely. About 5,000 to start with. Soccer specific stadium. You know, yeah, yeah, soccer specific stadium with great facilities, change rooms, medical facilities for a professional team.
Yeah, I mean, the Toronto market, again, you know it so well. What would you say are the benefits of having a team here? What would you already see as your challenges?
Well, there are so many benefits to having the team here. Again, like providing the pathways for for the women's side, not only for players, but also to give the young women and girls touch points with the sport that they love. For job opportunities, and most importantly, to be fans. For the
Mhm.
community, to give everybody the game day interactions. So many more opportunity for everyone to be in touch with women's professional soccer. So that's what we're bringing. That
Mm.
pathway.
What are some of the challenges then in a market that is pretty saturated, right?
I think it's saturated. There are lots of sports teams, of course. Not so many women's professional teams, and I think there's really great appetite from that. From so many people, definitely from fans. I mean, the WNBA game is coming up,
Mhm.
sold out game. Yeah, there was just the white paper came out on Monday by Canadian Women and Sports, and they really they worked together with the Boston Consulting Group to and they really dug deep and showed that Canada on a world stage is a bit behind when it comes to women's sport. There's investors, sponsors, and governments really want to get on board with this. With women's sports, governments are realizing how beneficial it is to society to provide women and girls with these role models of
Mhm.
leaders on the field and working in professional sports. So yes, I do think there's definitely a market right here in Toronto.
Can't wait to see it. We love talking money here as well, because we know as much as we dream big and as positive as we can be, right? Now you've got to talk the investments and the dollar and cents to get it going. What is the financial commitment? What is the franchise fee? And as you work the next 2 years here, what is it that or that you can expect of yourself to invest to get this league up and running?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure you've heard from Project 8. The franchise fee right now is $1 million. Diana says it's a deal. I agree. We were, our group was very happy to get together and purchase those rights. And yes, we are speaking to a number of investors who want to jump on board, people who want to contribute to this, who are here to support women's sports and want to invest their dollars to to bring in something big here.
Final word. Why do you believe in this league?
Well, it's time, as Diana would say. It's time for Canada to come with a big women's sports.
You should have the big logo as the clock. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's time. There we go. It's time. Helena, you're beaming, and rightfully so. This is a huge step, and I know that it's a step that makes a lot of people happy. A lot of people are watching this, and they can't wait, for 2025. So the more people we see come on board, the more it does become more of a reality. So congratulations on this, and we look forward to great things for you.
Yes, thank you very much.